Referee started the round, both of them head to charge each other, but Mei was barely able to handle Ji's attack. The other students from the Jing University started mocking Mei and Martial Alliance. Ping, who observed Ji's previous fight, anticipated that Ji only used 30 blood and Qi during his last battle, but the attack Ji used on Mei was around 50 blood and Qi, which meant Ji was hiding his strength. Jia dodged Mei's attack and charged another attack. According to Jay, he needed only 2 more strikes. The third attack made Mei throw her weapon because of impact. Jay struck again, hitting her face and sending her flying to the ground. Mockingly, Jay asked if that was all she was capable of and taunted Martial University. Jay grabbed her hands and told her that both of her hands were broken and internally injured after receiving that 3 attacks. Then, Jay hitted Mei with his hands, making Xiaomon angry. She asked Instructor Bai to surrender because Mei was suffering. Students from Jing University mocked Martial University, revealing their intention to lower Martial University's morale by sending Jay, known for his cruel fighting style. Seeing Jay grabbing Mei made Ping so furious because he was not just injuring her, but also humiliating her. While Jay was about to make an attack, Jay asked Mei to surrender. She shouted that she would never surrender and kicked him in the crotch, forcing Jay to surrender and securing the victory for Martial University. Doctors hurried and took Mei to the nursing area. Mei was badly injured, and both Xiaomon and Shi tried to boost her morale. Meanwhile, Ping was listening to their conversation sneakily. Ping was anxious because Mei knew that she was weaker, but she still did everything she could to win. It was Ding's turn, but he lost the round. He returned and left the pighead Wu in Xiaomon's hands. She went to the stage only to find out that Wu's face was bruised up, which made her laugh. Wu's arrogance fueled Xiaoman's anger. She charged in with her fist, but Wu intercepted it and attempted to claw her face. Xiaoman blocked the attack with her arm, but Wu grabbed the arm instead, immobilizing her. Determined not to give in, Xiaoman tried to Wu with her leg, but once again Wu stopped her kick using his legs. Then she inadvertently bumped her head against Wu's, breaking free momentarily. As she prepared to attack again, Wu used a hidden knife to injure her shoulder. Wu pulled the knife so fast that Xiaoman couldn't even see it. Despite Wu's continued arrogance, Xiaoman persisted, repeatedly bumping her head against his until he was nearly unconscious, and then punched him, throwing him outside the stage. Another win for Martial University. But this time, Xiaoman was also hospitalized with Mei and Ding. Next, it was Ting's turn. Martial University only fought 3 rounds, but their members had all suffered big injuries, making Ping wonder how things would become like that. As Ting lost the match and it was now Ping's turn, their ground was empty, and Ping was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, in the hospital area, Ping saw Xiaomon, Mei, and Ding feeling angry at himself. He realized that while his team members had given their all to win, he, as the captain, had focused on trying to become famous, wasting his blood and Qi and complaining about more pills, which resulted in him being relegated to the backup position, causing the team members who went before him to suffer severe injuries. Ping considered using the system for himself to avoid injuries. However, he questioned whether he was truly happy being the captain. Instructor Bai found Ping and advised him to conserve his energy and wait for the finals if he couldn't beat his last opponent, emphasizing the strength of the opponent. Determined to win by any means necessary, Ping faced his opponent, Xiang, a rank 1 peak. Despite Xiang's attempts to talk, Ping was furious and focused solely on the match. As the round started, Xiang struck with his punch, but Ping easily dodged it, impressing Instructor Bai with his hard work paying off. Ping unleashed his ultimate move, the Violent Blood Second Combo, each blade containing around 100 blood and Qi, badly injuring Xiang. Despite exhausting his blood and Qi, Ping recovered using pills. Instructors Bai and Feng marveled at Ping's ability to repeatedly use his ultimate move, questioning if it could still be considered the ultimate move if somebody could use it continuously. Angered by Jing University's arrogance, Ping relentlessly attacked Xiang, even after using 3 pills. He continued to use his ultimate move, injuring Xiang further and consuming his last pill. However, Xiang surrendered, leaving Ping even more furious. The second round of the competition ended, but Ping's anger only grew as Xiang surrendered after he had consumed his last pill. Next day, since Jing University won against the Martial Alliance in the semifinals, Martial University's opponent in the finals was Jing University. Student lineup and instructor Feng announced the students who were going to participate. Shi, Shu, Kai were going first, and Lei and Ping were going after them. Ping was worried that his team member might get injured like before. Hearing it, Lei also told his perspective, which was that the school wanted to train every student because from the past fights, Jing University's students were injured. But on the other hand, Martial University had Lei and Ping as a trump cards, which means that no matter how the 3 reserved members did, it would be a certain win for Martial University. Shi and Yu had a Kai strength of grade 1 upper division, although Kofunen's blood and Qi were pretty decent, but because she was weak and hated to fight, it might cause her to automatically surrender. so Lei might end up going to the stage before Ping. The match started between both universities. It was Shi against Wu. Wu told her that he had heard rumors about Shi that her grandfather occupied as principal of Marshall University and a 7th grade grandmaster realm. Shi's grandfather gave her a lot of learning resources since childhood, but all of those resources had been wasted on Shi because she not only had a weak personality, but also hated to fight. Wu asked Shi to quickly surrender, but instead of getting angered by his talking, she advised Wu to surrender because he was internally injured, so she asked him to hurry and heal those injuries because it was important to recuperate his body. Everyone was surprised by it, and Ping complimented Shi that despite all that insult, she still didn't get angry. Xi's concern only fueled Wu's anger further, and he charged at her immediately. However, she managed to dodge his attack while still attempting to make him surrender by expressing her worry for him. Wu kept attacking while Shu kept dodging them. Shu made up her mind to fight because her team members were all trying their hardest for victory, so she decided to fight instead of hiding in the dark. She then attacks Wu, finally winning the match. Lei was surprised to see it because he tried his hardest and still barely injured him. Ping complimented Shu that she seemed to be the weak and despised fighting person before, but now she was an outstanding martial artist. In the next matches, Shi continued fighting strong, having great success in both sword and leg techniques. She continued to beat down Jing University's members one by one. Other than Jing University's Wu, the other members that were sent were all on the reserve team, and the finals were coming to an end. Finally, Marshall University won the freshman exchange tournament. The freshmen who weren't afraid of fighting, they all became famous because of their strength and skills. Every member showed how a martial artist should truly be. The next day, Ping was on the train with her sister reading the ranking of martial arts university students after the exchange tournament. Despite Ping's performance, he was ranked 6th. Yuan was angry about the ranking, but Ping didn't care about his ranking because of a secret. Ping told Yuan that he had already become a rank 2 martial artist, surprising Yuan. Yuan was so overjoyed by that information because she could now be sold for $200, watching Yuan make Ping regret his decision. Well, in case of money, Ping earned big-time money because of the freshman sparring competition. He got 500 credits as a reward from the tournament, 100 credits for breaking through rank 2, so Ping's total wealth went up by 20 million. Both Yuan and Ping thought about money all day, but with that much money, Ping could live happily with his family for a year. After reaching home, Yuan hugged her mother and spilled the beans about Ping's rank, leaving them surprised. Yuan was very inspired by Ping's performance at the competition and looked very happy telling about it. Li Yuyin, Ping's mother, informed them about Rong's promotion. Rong was promoted to deputy director thanks to Ping's performance. Ping wondered if his father's salary also increased as well, but he noticed his father seemed sad. As his father went to the kitchen and told Ping to get ready to eat, Ping couldn't help but notice the sorrowful expression on his father's face. After happily enjoying the food with his family, Ping gave Yin and Yuan Hong Bao as the upcoming New Year's gift. While Yin and Yuan were watching television, Ping was sitting with Rong in the other room, where Rong asked Ping if the sparring tournament had to be that brutal. Hearing that question, Ping finally understood the reason why Ring was sad and looked so unhappy. Ping comforted Rong that the tournament was like that because of some circumstances, but they had limits while practicing normally. Ring was still not satisfied by Ping's answer and told Ping that he didn't understand why all the martial artists were trying so hard. Rong said that everyone in the bureau had been praising him for raising such a great son and declared that both Ring and Yin were happy for Ping, but they only hoped that Ping could come back home safely in one piece. Ping was so happy by his dad's words and reassured him not to worry, promising that he was not foolish enough to do anything dangerous. Yuan interrupted their conversation because a famous Chinese skit and sitcom actor, Zhao Ben-shan, was coming up on the stage. According to Ping, the reason why all the martial artists were trying so hard was to protect their loved ones. Meanwhile, Governor of Nanjiang Province Zheng Dingnan was in a meeting with teachers of Marshall University and other universities announced to prepare rank 2 students for the dungeons. Instructor Liu was against the idea, but Instructor Hao told her the reason the Department of Education did that. The battles in dungeons were becoming more tense, and the cult was using that opportunity to cause trouble. Because of that, the department didn't have any time to train and develop new martial artists. Instructor Liu was still against it, but Dean grabbed her hand and declared that their university students would not avoid battle and neither ran away from battle because as martial artists they shouldn't have a reason not to fight. Yuan expressed her desire to see the fireworks together with her family, but Ping declined and advised them to watch from home instead of crowding with everyone. Ping got a phone call from Tan, and all the martial artists of Yang City gathered in a big hall for the exchange meeting. Yang City's governor Bai Jin-shan greeted everyone and announced that Nanjiang Province had issued the latest document to impose blood and chi martial artists with double control. So each city was required to establish a civilian martial arts warrior team that would conduct a month-long tactical training, and then they would evaluate a person's rank by blood chi and fighting assessment. Some martial artists opposed the announcement, citing their lack of battle experience and the fact that they were already preoccupied with business and family responsibilities. Sean warned those who didn't want to follow the command that their martial artist identity would be revoked and their benefits would also be taken away. Many martial artists had pursued the path for fame and the associated benefits. However, Ping found the sudden change in Yang City's policy suspicious, as it happened so quickly. After the meeting, Sean met Ping where he revealed that the new policy mentioned at the meeting was only being implemented in Nanjiang, Nanhe, and Nangzhou provinces. The reason was because it was related to the dungeon. They looked into recent years and from each dungeon's time of appearance, of the entrance and location, and found a pattern, which concluded that the next dungeon might open in Nanjiang. The possibility of the dungeon opening in Yang City was very high. That's why the province was in a hurry to change and improve local strength. Since Nanjiang's economy was weak, it was difficult to create and sustain strong martial artists. Sean confided in Ping, expressing his hope that Ping would protect his city and province if the dungeon opened. At Chinese New Year's Eve, Yuan was upset because Ping couldn't come to watch it together with the family. Yuan sent the recorded video to Ping, capturing the New Year's fireworks and including greetings from Yin and Rong. While on the train to Martial University, Ping expressed his determination to protect Yang City, as it was his hometown where his parents resided. He realized that in order to safeguard them, he needed to become much stronger, much faster than before. After reaching the university, Ping asked the reason from Instructor Liu for calling him back so soon. She revealed that the school was planning to send students to carry out a siege mission to combat the cult, which involved facing Rank 3 enemies. Additionally, Rank 2 students would also enter the dungeon soon. Recognizing the perilous nature of the mission, Liu told Ping that becoming stronger was the most crucial urgent matter. In the practice hall's room, Ping and she sparred together. Despite focusing on practice, Ping couldn't shake off the worry that had been haunting him ever since he heard about the dungeon's entrance. He kept having the same nightmare where he saw his family's cold bodies hanging from the ceiling. Determined to protect them, Ping knew he needed to get stronger. After winning the sparring match, Ping gathered his classmates and shared his plan to create a Rank 2 combat team to accept the military missions. Inspired by Ping's determination and leadership, everyone agreed to join his team, but she was scared that she might hold them back. Ping and Xiaoman encouraged, giving the courage she needed. With their support, she resolved to try her best. In the next few months, Rank 2 martial artists will soon embark on dungeon missions, so the training was good for the students. Mei expressed her desire to participate in the team, but Instructor Liu declined her request. Mei's injuries had only healed and she had not yet reached Rank 2, making her ineligible for the missions. Later at night, they made a strategy for their mission to capture one of the Genesis Church's strongholds. The stronghold's chief was Rank 2, and there were also 3 other Rank 1 martial artists. Ping briefed everyone about their position and cautioned them not to blindly trust the information provided by the military. If they encountered an additional Rank 2 or 3 opponent, Ping would take the strongest adversary while Lei would handle the secondary strongest. Ping emphasized a principle. If they could win the fight, they should engage, but if the enemy proved stronger, then their priority would be to retreat. Because their objective was to only earn money on these missions, not to risk their life unnecessarily. They all took their position to begin the operation. Ping, Lei, and Shi hurried to deal with the man sleeping outside. The raid commenced with Ping eliminating the watchman. However, Lei accidentally stepped on a branch, making a noise that alerted the Rank 1 martial artist. As they approached to attack Lei, Shi blocked the attack. The chief cutted the door, and it became apparent that there were actually 2 Rank 2 chiefs present. Despite the presence of 2 Rank 2 martial artists, Ping's mastery of the air step realm assured him that he could handle them. Confident in the strength of his teammates, Ping believed they could easily win the fight without needing to use his wealth. He decided to stall the opponents until his teammates could assist him. However, a sword unexpectedly flew towards Ping, hitting him in the head due to Lei's interference. As Lei was about to strike his opponent, Ding's spear nearly hit him, and Xiaoman's intervention knocked back both Lei and Ding. Ping was furious at his teammates' lack of team awareness. Despite the fact that the mission was supposed to be finished quickly, they were all pressuring Ping to use his system. In his anger, Ping unleashed his ultimate move, replenishing his blood and chi, and defeated the 2 Rank 2 chiefs. He sternly reminded his team members that the purpose of their team was to earn money and increase their strength rapidly, warning them to take the mission seriously. After successfully eliminating the Rank 2 martial artists and assisting Shi, Ping and his team gathered a total spoil of 6 million. As they deducted the battle costs, leaving them with 4 million to split between 6 people, Ping couldn't help but wonder how long they could sustain themselves with such modest earnings, especially considering their team's novice status. Half a month later, having completed 12 missions with relatively low rewards, Ping suggested they choose a mission from the wanted list. Lei recommended mission number 0508, offering a 10 million reward. Ping posted the mission details, revealing it was also the same as their previous mission regarding the cult, with the target being a rank 3 criminal. However, Xiaoman opposed this mission. She suggested they consider mission number 0051, which involves capturing a rank 3 peak researcher involved in trafficking confidential information and business crimes, and offering a $10 million reward. Although Xiaoman expressed further concern, she highlighted the differences between the two targets, emphasizing the increased danger posed by the yellow-haired criminal.